Hey freedom lovers, this is Dr. Peterson Pierre with America's Frontline Doctors bringing you today's Daily Dose. Due to the nature of their work, plastic surgeons are increasingly finding themselves in the hot seat of gender medicine lawsuits. Almost 24 lawsuits by detransitioners against clinics and clinicians are currently underway, and probably many more to come, sadly. In July, the Pennsylvania Psychological Association, a branch of the American Psychological Association, forbade any mention of the CAS review on its professional listserv. Doing so, the leadership suggested, could cause harm to colleagues with, quote, very different points of view based on their varied life experiences, end quote. So let's just shelve the truth in exchange for a lie. This is but one of many examples of how the mental health profession has abdicated its responsibility in ensuring that young people with mental health challenges are provided evidence-based care. It is likely a matter of time before judges come to appreciate how this area of medicine operates and refuse to let surgeons off the hook when they assert that they were relying on mental health professionals to determine medical necessity. Gender clinics across the country have adopted letter of support and letter of medical necessity templates to ensure that adolescents seeking surgery get approval with few hiccups. The message these templates implicitly send to therapists, who are the first and arguably most important gatekeepers, is that gender surgery for minors is a standard procedure rather than an extreme departure requiring strong evidence. The gender clinic at Seattle Children's Hospital is an example of a major clinic that offers mental health professionals a template to use for writing letters of support for surgery. We don't need your opinion, doctor, just follow the template. The template contains language designed to bypass any concern that the candidate fits the profile of, quote, rapid onset gender dysphoria, end quote, the most common adolescent presentation and the one that prompted the course reversal in Europe. The template effectively instructs the referring therapist to attest that ROGD presentation is really just a teen who has always known he or she was transgender, but only disclosed that information to his or her parents during adolescence. This common anti-ROGD refrain is based on highly dubious research. Dr. Sheila Nazarian, the Beverly Hills surgeon, said that surgeons in her professional network who perform gender surgeries typically defer to mental health professionals and endocrinologists to determine for them whether minors should receive procedures like double mastectomy. That approach, she believes, is misguided and reduces surgeons to mechanics. Quote, we are not highly trained technicians, Dr. Nazarian said. We are physicians with responsibility for health and well-being of our patients. We can get input from other clinicians, but ultimately, the responsibility for determining medical readiness lies with us. That means that we have to determine and examine all the data and studies available to us. Furthermore, you can't help people by ignoring the reasons they want to go under the knife. With every patient, I exercise discretion as a professional and determine whether the procedure they are seeking is in their ultimate best interests, end quote. Yes, there are still a few good doctors out there. The idea that surgeons should defer heavily to prior assessments of clinicians struck Dr. Nazarian as wrong. Quote, you can't outsource your professional judgment to other clinicians. It's your responsibility as the last in a chain of treatment to ensure you are doing what is best for the patient now and in the long term, end quote. Dr. Nazarian and others give me hope that there are still a few good doctors left. They may be hard to find, but they're out there. And I applaud her courage for standing against the current. Ladies and gentlemen, only the truth will set you free. Stay tuned for the next Daily Dose.